It's easy to dismiss feedback when it doesn't provide the value we expect. But even when we disagree with it, we can still find something useful. To do this, we need to ask ourselves 4 key questions. First, we need to ask how relevant this feedback is to our needs. Does it align with our goals? If it does, we can find value even in disagreement. New perspectives can be useful on their own. If it doesn't seem relevant, it still offers insight. Maybe we aren't communicating our needs clearly, or maybe our perception doesn't match how we're presenting ourselves. Next, we ask how reliable the source of feedback is. Not all feedback is created equal. A university research paper carries more weight than a random Facebook comment. But reliability isn't just about credentials, it's about consistency. Has this source provided accurate, thoughtful insights before? Do they have the knowledge or experience to weigh in on this topic? Even if a source is unreliable, their feedback still has value. It shows us what misinformation or misunderstandings are out there. If a common but unreliable source keeps bringing up the same point, it might signal a gap in communication or a misconception we need to address. After this, we ask how accurate the feedback is. This can be tricky, especially when assessing things that we don't know how to measure. A good way to test accuracy is to compare a feedback to real-world evidence. If a speedometer says 20 miles per hour, but we feel like we're flying down the road, something is off. Even inaccurate feedback has value. It shows us how we're perceived and where we need better data. Finally, we ask how this feedback might be actionable. This is one of the easiest ways to find value because even if the feedback is inaccurate or unreliable, knowing there is something that you can do to act on it helps you know where you can put your focus on for growth. And if there's no way to act on the feedback, you can reflect on that and look to see if there are things blocking you from being able to act and remove those blocks. And if in the end you have feedback that isn't relevant, reliable, accurate, or actionable, you can get the value of knowing this is not a good source of feedback. Now, these are great ways to find value in feedback, but let's talk about why we need critical feedback to be able to grow.